Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Liam from Everything NYJ on Twitter, and this is the Everything NYJ podcast. And of course, the big news of the day, Le'Veon Bell. So around 8:30, 9 o'clock last night, my phone starts blowing up. I start getting all these DMs, all these notifications, and I look at my phone and it says Le'Veon Bell has been released by the New York Jets, followed by like a Joe Douglas statement. And I was like so pissed off when I saw that. I was so upset. I was like in disbelief. I start like looking at all these like DMs and I start like answering people, and everyone was just kind of like, "What the hell is going on?" Earlier in the day, and for the past couple of days, the big rumor was Le'Veon Bell is gonna get traded. We're looking to trade Le'Veon Bell. We're gonna be moving on from Le'Veon Bell, and I didn't really, not that I didn't believe it, but I was like, "Oh, it's probably just noise." We kind of heard the same things last year, and obviously nothing happened. And then, obviously, this news broke, and everybody is just like in shock. And Le'Veon Bell, we didn't get any compensation from him. We couldn't get a sixth or seventh round pick for Le'Veon Bell. We could get compensation just for the name value that Le'Veon Bell has. Which team wouldn't want Le'Veon Bell? I don't believe the Jets when they say, "Oh yeah, we tried trading him, nobody was interested." Who wasn't interested? Who did they try to contact? This has Adam Gase written all over it. Adam Gase rubs players the wrong way and then gets them shipped out. Players don't want to play for him. They have no respect for this coach or this franchise. Look at Jamal Adams. I did not agree with the way that Jamal Adams went about getting out of New York, but this is perfect example of what Jamal was talking about. Nobody cares about this guy. Nobody respects this coach. The same thing happened in Miami. Look at Jarvis Landry. Look at Pouncey. Look at Ryan Tannehill. All these guys are having so much more success outside of the Adam Gase system. The problem, obviously, Le'Veon didn't have the best years of his career in New York, and that's not his fault. That is on the coach. That is on Adam Gase. This guy is single-handedly ruining our franchise while Christopher Johnson and Joe Douglas sit back and just watch it burn to the ground. We don't deserve this. Le'Veon Bell doesn't deserve this. And now they're talking about Le'Veon Bell might be going to the Patriots. So now we're going to have to be seeing this guy 2 times a year. I guarantee you Bill Belichick will maximize his potential. I don't know, man. This is ridiculous. This is such an inept franchise. It's so unbelievable. The whole reason that we bought Le'Veon Bell to New York was to be a feature back. We're going to take some of the pressure off of our young quarterback. Le'Veon Bell was supposed to be like a security blanket for Sam Darnold. We have so many holes on this team with even like running back and wide receiver. We have like no wide receivers on this team besides Jamison Crowder. So you're telling me that we couldn't line Le'Veon Bell up in the slot a couple times, take some of that pressure off of Crowder? We couldn't use Frank Gore as a running back and Le'Veon Bell as a receiver? That's what I thought was going to be happening all season long. I predicted that all offseason, that's how we were going to run the team this year. P. Ryan obviously getting some catches, some routes, but he's a rookie. We don't know what he is. He didn't even have 1 carry last game. And Adam Gase says, I didn't want to put too much on his plate. So you don't want to put too much on his plate, so you trade your best running back. What sense does that make? Now, obviously, P. Ryan is going to have to get like a bigger role, him and Ty Johnson. But, these aren't building blocks for the future. We don't know what P. Ryan is. He could be a building block. But, obviously we are in full tank mode. And we're creating holes that aren't necessary. We already have enough holes on this team as it is. Obviously, everybody thinks that we're going to be getting a quarterback during this draft, which, whatever, it is what it is. Like, there's obviously nothing that we can do about it. I am a big Sam believer. I'm a Sam fan. But obviously, everybody thinks that we're going to be getting Trevor Lawrence if we get the number 1 overall pick, which is, like, more than likely. But what makes us think that Trevor Lawrence is going to want to come to this team? Nobody's going to want to come here. So now, we have a lot of draft capital, but so we're going to be drafting a quarterback, most likely. We need wide receivers. We need like an overhaul on defense. We have so many holes on this team. And we didn't have to worry about a running back need for like the next 2 years until 2022 when Le'Veon Bell's contract was up. Le'Veon Bell played 18 games here. We couldn't even get 2 years out of his $52 million contract. He played a year and a half and was out the door. I don't know, man. This is ridiculous. It really is. So what are we going to do now? Obviously we're in full tank mode. We have no talent on this team. No stars. Le'Veon Bell was our only big superstar on this team. And we just let him go out the door. It's unbelievable, man. And what does this say for anybody, like any free agent that like might want to come here? Who's going to want to come here? How are we going to bring anybody into this system? Even with the new coach, nobody's going to want to come here. Every year, it's the same thing. We're constantly, we just make ourselves look so bad. It is unbelievable, man. I can't even, there's no justifying this. Le'Veon Bell wasn't a problem. He liked a couple tweets. And he's right. They didn't use him properly. He wants to be played. That's the whole reason he came here. He wants playing time. And Adam Gase didn't like him. So now we're building a franchise around a coach that isn't going to be here next year. We chose Adam Gase over Le'Veon Bell, over the players. They asked Adam Gase about the locker room, what does the locker room think? And then he's like, oh, the locker room's fine. Is this guy so clueless? He just has no idea what's going on. He thinks everything is fine and dandy. He has to know that there is something going on. He has to know that nobody on this team likes him. Nobody respects him. And Le'Veon Bell has had Gaze's back publicly multiple times. He's defended him. I like Coach Gase. I don't know where the stigma comes from that I don't like him. Me and him have a fine relationship. And I remember last year, Gase constantly threw Bell under the bus. A couple of times this season, Adam Gase was like, oh yeah, he looks great. He's in the best shape on the team. He could run for days. And then, you talk this guy up so much and then you just cut him. Are you telling me that maybe Adam Gase had no say in this? Adam Gase can't go to Joe Douglas and say, no, I want Le'Veon Bell on my team. If I think that if we have a chance at succeeding, it's a chance with Le'Veon Bell. We need him to have that chance. I guarantee you, Adam Gase went to Joe Douglas and said, I don't want him. We don't need him. He doesn't fit my system. But Frank Gore does? Frank Gore fits your system? Frank Gore is not going to be here next year. Frank Gore's done. He's toast. I have all the respect in the world for him. He's another Hall of Fame caliber running back. But he's done. He has 100 million miles on his tires. He's done. He can't play. He's at the bottom of the list. We couldn't do more to utilize Le'Veon Bell. We couldn't give him some wide receiver routes. Last game he had one carry. One carry. One catch he had. I don't understand, man. We have no talent on this team. We have no weapons. And we're just getting rid of the weapons that we do have. And this team is in no position to be, we're not going to be winning next year, obviously. We just hope for some improvement. And, we have guys like Le'Veon Bell, who, he's been nothing but a class act in the media. He said all the right things. He was a locker room leader. Guys wanted to come play for him. Guys wanted to be on the same team as him. Who do we have now? Who's going to want to come here? What is the selling point of this franchise? That's what I don't understand. We're trying to build the best culture in sports. But what's the culture? Cutting your star players? I'm telling you, man, Joe Douglas, I liked him. I still do. I haven't given up on him. But he really needs to start making some moves. Some serious moves. He needs to put his stamp down. He needs to say, this is my team. We can't let Adam Gase, this team is just, I don't know, man. We can't let Adam Gase ruin this team more than he already has. He's ruined our franchise quarterback. He got Bell hurt in the first place. He's gotten Becton hurt. He got Sam Darnold hurt. This guy doesn't care. He's clueless. He's a failure. He's a fraud. He is not an NFL coach. And his playbook is just horrendous as well. One play the running backs have, right up the middle. That's all they do. They just run the ball right up the middle. Halfback dive, right up the middle. It's halfback dives and screen passes. That's this offensive guru. That's the offensive mind. The offensive genius of Adam Gase. 2 plays he has in his arsenal. Obviously, like I said, Bell did not have the best years of his career here. He's obviously not the Le'Veon Bell of Pittsburgh. But that's just because he's so mishandled. That's not his fault. I guarantee you he's going to go to like a win-now team, maybe like the Buccaneers. I'm hearing the Patriots. A team like that, and they'll find a way. A true offensive guru will find a way to use him. I guarantee you Bell's going to have like a 1,000-plus yard career with his next team. He's going to have a season, not career, excuse me. This guy, I can't even talk. I'm just like so annoyed. It's just like, what is going on here, man? I'm not supporting this team at all. I don't even like want to watch the games. I'm going to watch the games because like I'm a fan. But the biggest way to demand change is stop buying Jets products. Don't buy anything with a Jets logo on it. Don't give them a penny of your paycheck. Don't give them anything. They're not deserving of it. They spit in our face. They constantly think that we're stupid fans and we're just going to buy whatever crap they sell us. And that's not the case. I'll tell you what, like a little hobby of mine, like over the summer, I like to do like a lot of fishing. And I live not too far from like a Dick's Sporting Goods. And I was in there at least like once like every week or two. And all summer long, like I would always like look at like the Jet jerseys, and like I was buying like hats and t-shirts and jerseys and everything. I was just buying like a bunch of Jet stuff. And I was giving them money. I was giving them my money. I was supporting them. And why do we waste our hard-earned money on them with that product that we put on the field? Adam Gase says, if you looked at them in practice, you wouldn't know what the record is. But we don't see the practices. We see the games. We see the inept play calling. We see the horrible plays. We see that nobody cares on that field. That's what we see. That's what we're giving our money to. That's the product that we are saying, okay, we accept this. It's ridiculous, man. So my girlfriend was going to buy me like a Le'Veon Bell jersey, and she's not a football fan at all. She knows like Sam Darnold. She knows like Le'Veon Bell because I talk about them because I spend like all the time with her. She was going to buy me like a Bell jersey, so I'm hanging out with her last night, and I was like, oh yeah, Le'Veon Bell got traded. And she goes, oh, well, I was going to get you his jersey for Christmas. I said, well, I'm glad you didn't. I said, do not spend a penny on anything Jets. That's how we're going to stop this. The little protest outside, you could, with 6 people, that's not going to cause anything. That's not going to change anything. Fire Adam Gase on Twitter, that's not going to change anything. Big change is needed, guys. We need to like completely turn this franchise around. We're obviously in full tank mode. We're getting rid of everybody. I'm seeing rumors that we're going to be getting rid of Jamison Crowder. We're going to be getting rid of Darnold. Who are we going to have, man? We have nobody. This is the worst that this franchise has ever been. This is worse than like what I'm hearing about the Kotite errors. I was not around for them, but this is what I'm hearing that it was like, and I'm hearing that this is even worse. So anyway, man, I'm going to wrap it up. I can't believe this. I'm going to watch Miami. Miami's not going to, they're not going to hold back on us, man. They're going to kill us. We're not winning a game this season. I'm telling you that right now. Nor should we. We don't deserve to win. But anyway, man, thank you for watching. I want to start doing some fan questions, so definitely tweet me your fan questions. I'm going to start answering some fan questions during the Wednesday episodes that I'm doing. Mondays, I'm going to start doing all the game reviews, so I will have a game review for the Jets versus Dolphins game. I'm going to try to get like a little, like, thoughts on the game, like before the game, little pre-game film or whatever. But other than that, I'm going to have the 2 videos a week for now. So anyway, man, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Everything NYJ, and enjoy the rest of your night. Go Jets.